Hey there guys, and welcome to Minecraft again for the 100th time. So, as you guys can see, I've kind of already started up this world. This is actually my 100th world on the Minecraft Xbox One account. I did wind up getting a new console, so that's just something that we do. Sometimes you need an upgrade for the games that you want to play. So, I started off here by chopping down a few trees in the area. Now, you guys are probably like, wait, aren't you playing this right now? Well, no, I actually recorded this first, and now I'm just kind of talking in the background while this is going on. It is currently 1:40 in the morning. This is kind of what I do in the mornings, just talking about a video. So, the next thing I wanted to do was plan out a house. Now, when I spawned in, of course, I had my bonus chest, and I ran into a village, which gave me a blast furnace. So, once I did that, during the first spawn, I had 3 sheep that had been luckily spawned right next to me, so I killed them, chopped them up. Sounds really bad to say. But I got 3 wool, made myself a bed, and I tried to find a spot to, just kind of put a house. And I was like, okay, here. So I'll dig out all the dirt that's around this area here. So right here where you guys are looking at right now, where I'm digging, is going to be where the house is. Now, this house took about 3-4 hours. And I didn't want to... It wasn't like the build itself that took 3 to 4 hours. It was more gathering the materials that took 3 to 4 hours because I had to go further out for places. And my stupid ass got lost on the way back because I didn't make my map yet. So I do wind up cutting the video to where it just kind of shows the end result. I think it looks okay. You guys can comment below if you guys think that it could use a couple of changes and stuff like that. So I wound up digging out most of the dirt and the leaves and all that. And I have, like, really strange problems when it comes to digging out stuff. Like, stuff has to be... I want stuff to look like it is still a part of... It was just naturally generated, that's it. And then my stupid ass shovel broke and I had to come back and make another one. So I looked around for nearest stone, and all I could see around me was andesite, but there was luckily some stone right off to the side of the andesite that I could reach because I didn't want to go underneath water yet. So once I mined this up, I got enough pieces just in case if I needed to make another pickaxe or a... Of course, I was already making a shovel, but just in case if I needed to make an axe or something. I did leave the copper there because I'm not going to need it just yet. Because copper is really only useful if you have armor trims or if you have like a lightning rod if you need it. You know, the blocks of course, but those were really expensive. Or you could make the brand new armor trim sets, which I'm gonna hopefully wind up getting my hands on all those. So, I do die in this series a little bit. Now, I will be an honest man. Keep inventory is on, and that is only because I die a lot. And unfortunately, hardcore mode is not in here, but the only highest thing I could put on there was hard mode, so, this is what we do. But since you guys get to watch me dig, I'll let you guys watch this for a minute. And I'll pick up where I left off in a sec. Alright, so once I got done with digging out most of the top layers of dirt, I was already trying to plan out like a design that I wanted to do shape wise. One of the shapes I'm really good with is kind of like a double square house. Now, I call them double squares because one square is smaller than the other square, and they wind up overlapping each other, making them look like a kind of like an L shape, except it's only one block ahead than an L. You guys will see it in the video. And this will not be the only Minecraft series that I will have. There will be another one, but it is going to take a lot longer to get out because on the Xbox Series X, it only lets you record up to 4 minutes, which is a pain for me because I have to download all those onto the Xbox app and then I have to put them into my video editor and mash them all together. So Blackstone Ridge will take a little bit longer. This is going to be the 100th World series because this is my 100th world. So right here I removed the stone for a reason. And it's because I just didn't like it there. So once I removed the stone, I patched it up with dirt. And the stone actually wound up being pretty useful for me because I was able to make new pickaxes and all that. So I did the outer layers with wooden jungle planks. Nothing too big. And because I was an idiot and I misplaced that, which I wind up fixing that. And I saw this over here and I was like, "Ooh, hey, look, that's a lot of stone. Maybe I can use that." So in my mind, I was trying to think of, hey, how do you make stone bricks again? And I was like, oh, wait, okay, so you need 2 furnaces, and then you need to put the cobblestone in the furnace, burn it, and then you get the, whatchamacallit, you just get regular stone, and then you can put those in the crafting table, get 4 stone bricks. Well, I did that, and it took a while because, you know, you need a lot of materials, which is why I wound up cutting over 4 hours of this video, because that's pretty much what I was doing half of the time, was grabbing stone. And granted, there are some design flaws in the house where I think I could have done better. But Blackstone Ridge, that's going to be a series that is a creative world. And it goes to show, I'm going to show my, like, original Blackstone Ridge world of what it looked like before, and then I'm going to show it now. So, I've had that world for probably a good 8 years. So, it's one of my oldest Minecraft worlds. I did have an older one, but it wound up being scrapped, corrupted, and it just didn't work. And that was Westover. Now, this Blackstone Ridge world, it was because of the Minecraft Nether update, and they came out with Blackstone, and I was like, what would be a really cool town name? And I was like, oh, hey, Blackstone Ridge. And it got me thinking. I was like, okay, let's make this into a world. And I did that, and it was one of the best worlds. I mean, I had never done so much in a world in my life. And now, because my building skills have improved over the years, and I never changed any buildings in Blackstone Ridge. Never. Until now. So, when you guys see that, it's going to be really cool to watch. So, what I'm doing here is, because I didn't want to waste, like, too many wooden planks, I was like, oh, hey, slabs. Now, up in a bit, it's not right now, but in a few minutes, I wind up going up against, I start doing stupid shit, like working through nights, So when I worked through the night, I won't spoil too much, but a creeper came up, and I'm glad that I actually had the slabs there because it didn't do too much damage. But I just placed them back in with planks, and I know I shouldn't have, but I probably will wind up fixing that in the next episode. I went back there to check and see if there was any iron, but there was no luck. I do wind up getting iron after like 4 freaking hours of searching. Oh my god. Damn, I'm tired. But hey, it's part of the job. It's 1:58 in the morning, almost 2 a.m., Shit just happens. So, I wind up uncovering coal here by complete accident. And I was like, "Ooh, hey, that'd be okay." Now, you guys are probably wondering, wait, why is that the old coal texture? Well, I actually have on, like, a texture pack that keeps it with the original, like, textures for ores. Mostly because I like them. It's just something that I like. And we froze. Hold up. Alright, we're back on track. Sorry about that, guys. So, I know the video got played back a little bit because, well, it just has. But this is really the only way I can upload my comments and all that in the video itself because the Xbox is weird. I couldn't get my microphone to work on it, so I was like, oh, hey, okay, let's take a new game plan here. So, while this happens, it's slowly turning nighttime, which, in my mind, I'm not thinking at all about, like, monsters and stuff, and I was like, oh, wait, it's put on hard mode. So, I gather up all this coal, and I was like, okay, what's the most efficient way I could use this and use it quickly? And I was like, hey, 2 coal blocks. And I don't remember how much coal blocks smelt per item, but I think it is maybe a stack, if that. I know lava buckets can smelt up to 100. And I wound up finding lapis on level 60. I was like, wait, why is there lapis here? And then I was like, oh wait, caves and cliffs update. All the ore locations changed, and I hated when that happened. Diamonds went lower. I was like, God bless America. Yeah, honestly. Minecraft is a fun game, and I had not played it in like maybe 3 weeks, 4, if that. Mostly because I was playing Fortnite with Nick, but that's because we have the battle pass and we don't want to waste any money. So, I wound up making a furnace, and I'm like, maybe I should make 2 furnaces. So, I made my first furnace, and I also made the 2 coal blocks. I was like, let me make another one. Boop. So, I placed them both down. I made sure that I put 1 block in each furnace. And once I did that, I chucked in 32 stone in one, 32 in the other, and cranked it up. So, after that, I was thinking of a design for the house. I'd already had the shape down, but I've needed, like, a design that would fit in the jungle. So, I wound up grabbing more stone. And what I wind up doing with the house is really cool. And it's a house that I've not tried to do for a long time. Because the one in Blackstone Ridge is like a massive mansion rectangle. It's not as big as a Woodland mansion, but it's almost as wide as how God, how would I say this? If you put 4 regular sized original OG village blacksmiths together in a line, that's about how long my house is in Blackstone Ridge. It's a massive house, but it looks really cool. So, what I'm doing here is making like a pathway. So I was like, okay, how do I want to do this? So I wound up, because I didn't have enough walls, I wound up just putting them out 2 each. And I was like, hey, I remember this really cool like lantern fence post design. So I started crafting some fence posts, and I had started to put them up here on the cobblestone walls, and I'd realized, oh wait, I don't have any iron and I don't have any freaking lanterns. So I do wind up fixing that in the future of the video, because this video, I am so tired, guys. You guys got no idea. And see, I stay up for your entertainment. Your entertainment. See, I entertain you guys while I'm staying up, busting my ass doing this shit. You know, 15,000 of you returned to my channel, and I've gotten 88 subscribers out of 15,000. If you guys can raise that number by a lot, it would be greatly appreciated. I know my content is not the best right now. Granted, I know sometimes this stuff's not interesting, but it is very hard being a mobile / Xbox recorder. I mean, hell, look at Nick. Nick is on his Among Us thing, and he's getting like 48,000 views. And my videos are the exact same, just with commentary, and I'm getting like 43s and 20s, and Nick's over there getting 48,000. So I mean, I don't get it. Hell, maybe I never will. But YouTube has been a dream of mine forever. And I'm really hoping that I hit 2,000 by the end of the year. I'm hoping it'd be a great accomplishment. And if you guys could help me out get there, it would also be really, really greatly appreciated. Because, you know, this stuff takes time to take off, and people keep asking me, hey, when's the next interview thing gonna come out? When's the next movie? When are you gonna make another movie? Well, yeah, I'll make another movie when 20 more episodes come out. Right now, there ain't nothing coming out right now. Did I freeze again? Oh my god. Well, I wasn't broken. I was just AFK for the time being because I was an idiot. Actually, I do think I remember what happened. I think I had to use the bathroom. So the sun's going down, and I'm like, let's work through the night. Never do it in hard mode. You will get your ass kicked. And being in a jungle biome wasn't so smart on my part either. I was lucky that I didn't lose my bed. So I had to make a new pickaxe because my other one broke, and I wound up placing the blast furnace in the wrong spot, and I had to wind up moving it and making a new pickaxe. And I already said that because, you know, I'm tired and I keep repeating stuff. It's normal. So I already see the zombie coming up, and I'm like, oh great, here they come. Well, because I'm playing so close to the screen, because I'm on my monitor, and yes, it is the Xbox, but I'm used to playing on a TV. This was very, well, like my eyes had to adjust. So I didn't see the next zombie coming up. So as he's coming up, and I'm just making stuff as regular. And I go to walk over, and I didn't even see him until right then. I'm like, oh great, this guy's here. So I did pretty good kicking him out because it was a short thing. And then I didn't hear the creeper behind me, and I was like, oh great. So I wind up seeing another zombie. I'm like, great. Now I don't know if you can see the creeper within the frame, but he must have spawned right behind me because I removed this brick. And I'm trying to see if I might just be able to turn the camera enough to see him. Because right now you can't see anything. I'm looking for him. Okay, so this zombie villager came out of nowhere. I didn't even see him. And I wound up killing him, which was pretty easy. And then a creeper explodes behind me, knocking out some of my wall. And I was like, oh, great. Now I gotta fix the ground. Awesome. And then the zombie comes out of nowhere. I had to kill him. I saw the skeleton off to the side. I was like, you know what? I ain't doing this. So, I wake up. It's a new morning. Looking around. Nothing bad can happen. This is slain by a zombie. Oh, awesome. Bro drops some chicken. So I patch up this giant hole in the ground. I didn't bother to fill it in because I had too much dirt anyway. So, and you never know when you can use dirt. It's always useful. I was like, oh great, he destroyed my thing. So now I gotta find the other thing. So I was too lazy to make another piece at the time because I just didn't want to. So I started moving again as usual, and I just started, I started building up stuff. Now, I do not at all yet see the creeper that blew up. See, I see the zombie villager. That was normal. And I was like, okay, maybe I should start moving my stuff in. So at first I was like, okay, maybe I can make it even, and I was like, you know what, I'll put it here in the corner. So I reset my spawn point, and I was like, okay, cool, let's move in a couple of other things. So I grabbed my crafting table, and I'm about to take it in as well, and I put it off over in the corner as well. Next, I had the bow furnaces, which I got done cooking food, and I took both of those and sat them by the first front window. I put the blast furnace right in the middle. And right there, creeper exploded, and I almost lost my bed. Notice I only got back one slab. So I placed down the one slab, and I was like, okay, I don't have time to fix all of this and craft more on the slabs. It's already been a couple of hours already. So I reset my spawn point, walk over to the chest, grab my planks, walk over to the damage, and I didn't have any stone at the time because I just ran out of stone bricks. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do right now? So I saw the spider, and I decided, hey, I don't like him there. I'm not going to kill him. And then I got the string, and I was like, Wait. I don't need the string. So I kept the string on me for a little bit until I wound up placing it down for no reason. Oh god. So now I grabbed the chest. I was like, oh great. I didn't pick up the chest. Awesome. So now I'm going through all this shit to try and get, well, the chest. And I wind up stumbling across the torches. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll keep throwing out this stuff until I get the chest. And then I got the chest. I was like, yay, I got the chest. Cool, awesome. So I put the chest over by the single window that was sitting by the front door. Now, originally I wanted to put it somewhere else, but it was just this is where I wanted to put it. So I wound up organizing a couple of things and putting stuff in a way of order that I liked it. And I didn't want to craft any double chest or anything right that second, so got 48 lapis though. That was not bad. 8 coal left though. Should have planted the saplings. I don't get why I didn't leave out with the cauldrons. I should have done that. And there's my father reminding me that I have to do the lawn tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It ain't nothing bad. So, at this point, I was like, okay, what do I do now? So, I chopped up a couple watermelons to restock on food. And this is where I cut and I finished up the rest of the house. And this is the end product that I had. I absolutely love the way that the house turned out. It looks great. I still didn't put in a double chest though, and I think I wind up fixing that. The slab floating stairs was kind of cool. The door had actually fallen off, so I was like, I'll just leave it there. And I don't understand what design flaw I was trying to go for that one part, but I realized that I fucked up, and I was like, well, there's really no point in the door being there. But I still liked the house a lot, so no, it was just the house. And I took another bathroom break. Because I had to. So I wind up grabbing 8 wooden planks to make another chest. So that way I can make a bonus, or not bonus, Jesus. So that way I can make a double chest, and I just pretty much just shoved the rest of the shit in there. I kept the empty locator map because I realized that, hey, I had almost gotten lost on my way back. So I was like, let's make a map. I had also crafted some iron boots as well as an iron pickaxe, axe, and shovel. So I wound up making the first part of the map, and I looked around and I was like, I want some more food. And I didn't have enough iron to make an iron hoe, so I was like, okay, I'll go with cheaper, and I made a stone hoe. So I looked for a flat piece of land that could give me potential for just a small crop farm. So I found this one small little area over here, and I was like, okay, let's start tilling all of this. So once I tilled almost maybe 20 blocks, if that. Once I had tilted all of that, I was getting mad at the auto jump section sometimes, because when I would build, I'd auto jump. If I was removing something, I'd auto jump. And I keep auto jump on because I like auto jump. So next I'm like, okay, I need to grab my seeds. Well, no pun intended. Well, I went in, grabbed meat, forgot to grab the seeds, and I had to turn around and grab the seeds anyway. I looked at the crafting table and I went, wait, I forgot my seeds. So I grabbed the seeds, left the saplings because I didn't need them yet, but I will be using them in next video. So I was like, okay, I need to find some more seeds quick, because I knew that 6 seeds wasn't going to be enough. So I started grinding for seeds. I got pretty lucky on most of them. I mean, some of them dropped to like 4 to 3. Or sometimes you just got really lucky and they just dropped one after another. So I finally got like 13 seeds, and I was like, nah, I need a little bit more. So I started breaking a couple more things, and nighttime started rolling around. I was like, oh, great, nighttime. Sure, I'll push through it again. I saw a spider over there, and I was like, I'll leave him for now. He wasn't bothering me, and I wasn't bothering him, so I jumped right over that one. And then I got back over to the tilted part of the grass, and I started placing down all 21 or 22 seeds. So once I placed down all the seeds, and I had these 2 melon seeds left, I was like, okay, let's put them just a small ways apart, just in case they decide that they want to go left or right, or however the hell they wanted to go. So I started getting attacked by a skeleton, and at first glance I was like, oh great, I'm gonna die. Well, somehow I barely got away with it, and I escaped on 3 hearts. Got a free bow as well. So I saw a zombie spawn, and at first I thought it was a whole full zombies with gold armor, and then I turned around and realized it wasn't a grown-up zombie with full gold armor. It was a baby zombie that was grown with full armor. Now this little piece of shit started cracking down my door, so I had to let him in so that way I wouldn't die. The parent had like complete severe special ed issues and couldn't get in, and then his brother comes in behind and comes to kick my ass. Now I try to get up the stairs, but I die. And I respawn, and there he is again, and then he gets stuck on the bed, and then I kill his friend. Now I'm looking around, the parent's not there. I'm like, okay, I need to go to bed. So I finally sit in bed, I rest, and I wake up the next morning, and I go check up on the farm. after killing 2 spiders. Because I hate them. And then this guy came out of nowhere, and I had to kill him next. Then I caught this guy. Oh, a wandering trader. I was like, ooh, I don't have 5 emeralds, but I really need this mangrove. I need the mangrove tree. Because I like mangrove wood. Honestly, it's my favorite wood type. So I picked up 3 bones and 1 arrow off the ground from a burnt skeleton. And I was like, hey, I can make bone meal. It wasn't a lot. I think it was about 9 bone meal that I could make. So I wind up making 9 bone meal, and I was like, hey, I can head back over to the farm. Let's go over there. So I start mining up more grass to see if I can't get any more seeds possibly. That way I can put it into a farm. I think I was able to get an additional 15, possibly. I think, maybe. So here I go. I go back over. I already see stuff that's starting to grow. Okay, I got 13 seeds. Okay. And that's where I hate auto jump. So I was like, okay, I'll crouch. So I almost wind up getting enough. I'm like, okay, maybe I can plant this and get 2 seeds. Well, no, it didn't work that way, and I had to wind up just replanting the same thing. So I looked around, bone mealed a melon plant, or melon stem, or however you want to say it. And then I tried to get one. And then I was going to get one more seed, and I was going to put it into the garden. And then that was pretty much it. That was the entire first video. So if you guys enjoyed it, you guys can leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to miss none of our videos. You can go check out some of our older videos, and you guys can leave a comment below for any other things that you guys would like me to do in this series. And you guys can go subscribe to Scythe as well. He is in my About section, and he's also in the front page of my channel as well. And he's also in my subscriptions tab, so you can also go and check him out as well. Help me get the 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It would be greatly appreciated. And help Nick get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.